Hi everyone!
This is
SEANNA
TV!
Today we're here to review Buseoksun's new album, Second Wind.
This is our in-depth review for the Second Wind album. If you wanna watch our first reaction video for 파이팅 해야지, click here.
The first song is 파이팅 해야지 featuring Youngji.
The first thing I noticed was it takes place in like early morning, like it's still dark. So it talks about a lot of morning things like morning coffee. You can see the stock market start working just now. The dance, like the choreos, they're really like 한국말로는 파이팅 넘친다라고. So like there's a lot of
energy.
Yes, like energetic, like energy generating, encouraging kind of choreography.
Movements,
yeah. There's a lot of like lines in the dance, like you do a lot of this, but there's always like a direction to that line. So there are some of the scenes like where one of them is the Youngji like moving toward the right side of the screen. And then that line is like specifically like going up. I briefly talked about this during our first reaction, but they are not saying like they need to fix something in their life, you know? They acknowledge that life sometimes sucks. And then all you have to do is just fighting, not like fight back.
Just fighting.
You have to get up and just do it, you know? Everyone's life, they just know they have to work, they have to go to school. Sometimes it sucks, but all you can do at the moment is just to get up and go. I like how they're not like trying to be the guru of the life. They're also just regular people, but just giving you energy and encouraging you.
Capitalism. Yeah. So the album title is Second Wind, and I did not know what that was, so I looked it up, and it said, it is the ability to breathe freely after having been out of breath, finding new strength or energy to continue something that is difficult, which I think is really a good title because that's reflected in the lyrics for all three songs. I did some comparing with 거침없이, their last, it wasn't even a comeback, their last debut song. 거침없이 or Just Do It was Buseoksun was there being like, we know what to do, we know what we want, and we do that without hesitating, so our listeners, you should all do the same thing. We're trying to give you advice is the first line, and then Hoshi's rap is and then Seungkwan's rap in the second verse. This is what we know, and we are like granting you this honor of knowing the things. Exactly. That was funny in its own right, but on the other hand, 파이팅 해야지 is about accepting that life is hard sometimes for any of us, including themselves, and instead of offering guidance, they're offering companionship. Instead of, they call us Buseoksun. It's like, we are your Buseoksun, we're everyone's Buseoksun. I love the way the end of the rap builds up, and there's so much contrast between the speed of the rap and her really dark vocal tone and all the instruments building up, and then it drops for the bridge, which talks about all the other instruments drop out, it's just piano and Hoshi. The bridge feels like a little break before we start moving forward again, so that's like the second wind theme. The lyrics and the music like paint this story of like getting ready to go to work in the morning, which can be a really miserable experience, but they're making it fun. So.
The next song is Lunch.
My impression of this song is summarized in this lovely tweet. The concept of this song is so funny. They were in the studio like, what if we were door dashing through the multiverse? I love how funky this song is. It reminded me of songs on SHINee's One of One album. My two favorite lines are when they suddenly use like formal speech and sound very professional, like they're doing the pedal, like delivering the food.
Yeah.
So Do-kyum says, and then Hoshi in the last chorus, he says, the ways that they said that sounded very like employee-like, and I thought that was really cute. And I enjoyed the references to Left and Right and Run to You. Yeah, it's just a very lighthearted, cute song about making lunch for someone. Even though it's a lighthearted song, it's still continuing the theme of being there for someone and doing something for someone you love, and I thought that was very cute.
Like Anna said, this is like retro funk genre, and I really loved it. They used a lot of like sound effects that would happen in like 8-bit or 16-bit kind of like, you know, like Game Boy kind of style. They did a lot of music style change according to the lyric itself. So like when they talked about 냉동실에 얼려놓은 리듬이 필요해, suddenly music kind of like drops everything else, and then they only play like certain like instrument, certain instrument to make it sound colder, isolated,
Frozen.
Yeah, frozen.
Ooh.
And then when they do they suddenly added a lot of like beat to make like da-da-da-da-da, you know,
The like chopping
yeah,
feeling. Ooh.
that kind of thing. And then at like Seungkwan's part, like it's like melancholy, fainty kind of. Like that music changes according to the lyric.
Because you're lacking oxygen.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, they kind of like foodified music. They're cooking the music. Yeah, so
like, that's so cute.
I know.
Oh.
Because it's lunch themed, you know? And like overall, lunch is meal, but also it's time of the day, right? Time of the day. Usually that's when you kind of slow down and then you feel a little tired and you're like, I have half the day left. You would want some kind of energy, right? And then I would gain energy if Buseoksun comes, you know, at my door and delivering food, which they actually are because they cooked their music.
Right.
And then they delivered it to us.
Oh, so we are getting to enjoy lunch by them. Aww.
Yeah. So like
why am I cheering up?
So like they said, during lunchtime, listen to this song and then they hope you get the energy delivered by them.
My heart feels full.
Good.
My stomach does not, because I am
I'm
hungry. Yeah. We need to get through this so we can eat dinner.
Yeah. And the last song is 7시에 들어줘.
Or 7 p.m.
7시에 만나 약속 장소 한 간달이 오기 전에 너랑 나 꼭 만나 우리 공식 답이 여기 우리 눈앞에 있잖아.
It's like soft pop. So like there's a lot of contrast between the first two songs. This one starts with like some guitar string. So it really feels like you're ending your day. Yeah, I really love the intro. First, especially first three parts, with the slow bit, it feels like it's showing how difficult your day was.
알려줘 너의 오늘 찌뿌둥했던 아침부터 만원에 놓친 버스 택시를 탈만 했었던 rush hour 너의 표정 알고 싶어
it was hard because like especially in the morning it sucks to go through all these problems even before you get to work, and then at work you have to work with people. It's hard. But then after the first round of 3 people, 부석순, they changed the beat to start 7 o'clock routine. So,
you mean like starting from the chorus?
yeah. Starting from the chorus, they like changed the music style a little bit to make it a little bit more enthusiastic.
There's more drums.
Yeah, there's more drums. Like you're wrapping up your day. Now the fun starts from 7 o'clock. Yeah, and you can relax too. Musically, I thought it was really cool to see that change from before 7 and after 7. Yeah. I've seen some lyrics translation saying 만원 버스 as 10,000 won bus, but that's not correct. 만원 bus just means full bus. When the lyric says 만원 버스 놓치고 택시를 타고, that just means like you couldn't get on the bus because it was full. Now you are stuck with taxi option, which is expensive. Even though that situation sucks, they still say like, I want to see your face. I want to know what kind of face you are making. I know it sucks, but it's your day. Everything is your day, and let's just accept it. It's the whole theme of this album. Now that your business hour is done, it's now to chill and relax and spend some time with me. Even though there's no formula with your business life, we have the formula here. At 7, we meet up and then we relax. Making that routine sounds really cute. And of course they're Korean, so they have to drink. It's like kind of metaphor, like you're talking with your friends and then like just drink a little bit and then just 털어버려, like you're
let it out.
Yeah, let it out. And after the first 2 songs, this song feels like a hug after wrapping your day. Just a person giving you a hug. 수고했어. 내일 또 열심히 하자. 그러니까 이 노래는 약간 나한테 조언을 해주는 게 아니라 그냥 친구로서 옆에서 같이 같은 인생을 경험하고 같은 어려움을 겪으면서 서포트를 해주는 그런 느낌이 더 있어서 좀 더 와닿는 것 같아.
Going off what Sean mentioned, I really love how, one, this song can apply to like any loved one. Like when I listened to it, I really just thought of you. It could refer to a romantic relationship, but it could also be, like Sean said, sharing time with friends or with family or with our barking dog.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hold her for the last part. It's literally a little past 7 and here we are, spending time together. I love how the lyrics in this song reflect their cultural context. So during Busoksun's section, they talk about the full bus and then you have to take the taxi. And then in the chorus, they talk about meeting at Hangang, which is the Han River in Seoul. Hangang is just a really magical place. Like every memory I have of being there was a good one. And again, it's just this shared experience for people living in Seoul or visiting Seoul. It's just a nice place to unwind. And then I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it, but in Peter's section, he talks about First of all, I love that rhyme. I think it's really pretty and nice to listen to. But also, we're definitely not in Seoul anymore because 11 o'clock, like the night is just getting started.
Yeah.
So. A lot of people in Seoul live with their families unless they're married. So if you're talking about like meeting up with someone to unwind, usually it's gonna be not at your house. There's also so much fun stuff to do outside in Seoul. If you're sharing a drink, you're usually outside. I think it's such a kind song because they're talking about how life can be difficult and complicated, and it can seem hard to solve those issues.
좀처럼 마음대로 되지 않는 일들을 수학 문제처럼 풀지 못해도 우리 사이의 공식이 여기 있어 바로
They're saying the solution to us is just being together and sharing. I'm gonna cry. Sharing like time and space together is the solution to. Yeah, just like MingHao was saying in the SEANNA season 2, episode 3, maybe the purpose in life isn't the thrilling, exciting, big life events. Maybe joy in life is the small, everyday things like leaving a hard day's work to spend time with people you love. Do you have any thoughts about the whole album?
Yeah, I mean, simply put it, it's a great album. They said you can listen to this all day long. In the morning, when you're getting up, listen to 파이팅해야지. And then at lunch, if you feel down and then you feel like you need energy to go through the day, listen to lunch.
Energy to go.
Yeah. And then at the end, like when you're just wrapping up and then you feel like your day sucked and then like you don't want to repeat this, listen to 7시에 들어줘 so you get a little hug from your friend or loved ones.
Can I read what I wrote? Because I think it's pretty good.
Sure.
I think Second Wind is such a great name for this album because it's an album all about finding the new energy to keep going amidst the challenges of life. The lyrics are all about things outside of work and productivity that make life worth living. So it's about the breaks between the grind of capitalism, motivating yourself to start the day with 파이팅해야지, letting your brain travel somewhere else during lunch, and then laughing with someone you love at 7 p.m. So instead of just like 거침없이, like without hesitation, just go do the thing, follow me, ouch. They're encouraging us to stop and think about why we're doing those things in the first place.
But we're not saying like 거침없이 isn't good.
Oh no, it was great.
It's great because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you don't even want to think about what's next or what's before. Sometimes you just need to march.
And
so.
I really liked that song because it talks about like boundaries too. It's like if you don't want to do something, don't do it. If you want to do something, just do it. And I really needed that message.
Yeah. 파이팅해야지. 파이팅해야지.
Now it's time for us to eat dinner.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to us down below.
See you next time. Bye.
이어폰 꼽은 좀비 필요해 모두 다 텐션 업 펌핑